the spill in English Bay. First of all, thank you for making the time for us this morning.
Thank you for having me, Jody.
When did you find out about the spill?
I got a call early yesterday morning from the city around 6 o'clock, and basically I got ready and went down to the beach to look at it myself, because obviously it's a big concern to citizens and certainly to me.
What's the action plan? What does the Park Board do first?
Well, the first thing was for us to deploy our park rangers, which we had them on the beach virtually as soon as we heard. And their role early on was really to sort of assess the situation and also to make sure that anybody who was on the beach with their pets wasn't letting their pets get into the water. So
for clarity's sake, Vancouver Park Board doesn't govern the water, but the water's edge at the beaches and parks.
Correct. Our responsibility really is not at the water at all, except in the summer when we've got lifeguards watching swimmers. So it's really the beach and the parks that we have jurisdiction over.
This will flow onto beaches, and that is a huge concern for, well, everybody really, but environmentalists in particular are looking at this as a disaster. From the Park Board perspective, certainly not a good thing, but could have been far worse.
Yeah, I think everybody is concerned. It should be concerned. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. We're lucky in this instance that it was a relatively small spill. But it is definitely, I think, a wake-up call to all of us.
What have we learned?
Well, I think we've learned that internally within our organization that we want to be on the beach real early when we hear about this. We want to make sure that we're coordinating our response, which I think there was very good coordination between the city and the Park Board yesterday. We got great support in terms of the information flow and that sort of thing, so I was quite pleased with that.
Most affected beaches right now are?
Most affected beaches are really English Bay and along to Second Beach.
Right.
On that side, we haven't at this point, to my knowledge, we haven't had any oil over at Kitts or the beaches to the west.
Okay, and there's signs put up at the beaches that pose the most risk for pets and people?
Yes, yesterday we had our rangers advising people, and today there are signs up at all the beaches and giving them information.
How can we help in terms of cleanup? What can we do?
Well, I think if people are concerned, the best way is to call 311. Let our team know their concerns, but they can also call 311 if they're interested in volunteering. We're advising people not to just go down and sort of ad hoc try and clean this up, because it is a toxic substance. So once they do decide they're going to use volunteers, and they'll need to get some training, and that'll happen, and then they'll work with people that are professionals in this area.
It's a very important piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
You don't want to be just handling this. And what if we find animals as well? Do we contact 311 or do we go SPCA? What do we do?
I think if you call 311, that's the quickest way to coordinate that.
All right. John Coupar, Vancouver Park Board Chair, we really appreciate you taking your time on what we know has been a very busy last 36 hours or so for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers.